Welcome back to Blog TV. That was Marcus getting his little love makeover. We'll be seeing the results in just a little bit. Now it's time for a little new segment we have called the Sentiment Gauge.
Yes, the Sentiment Gauge is a new segment on Blog TV where we try and find out the sentiments on the ground. And the person I'm going to talk to we're actually calling him right now. He's a doctor by day and a blogger for the rest of the time. His blog is I Eat, I Shoot, I Post. It's Leslie, whom I'm calling. Leslie.
This is a Skype thing.
Let me try it again. The call failed.
Let's try again. I love the new sentiment gauge. Last week we called a taxi driver, and we have a vegetable seller as well.
Oh, okay. So it's really all walks of life.
It is on the ground and on the Kailan. It's quite interesting.
Okay. Maybe whilst we wait for Leslie, I think he might be seeing a patient. Ooh. Yeah, I think he is seeing a patient.
Well, let's just get back to this.
How do we... later.
This is the question right now.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, hi, Leslie. Oh, great, you're with us. Fantastic. Okay, now you have a blog and you've been talking to people, a lot of singles. So the first question I want to ask you is, now those that you've spoken to, what is the response of the singles about dating and settling down?
Well, there's basically two groups. A majority of the singles tell me that they have problems trying to find someone. And these are the ones who will probably benefit from a dating campaign. And then there's a smaller group of individuals, ladies, who say that they don't get married because of practical reasons. And one of the very interesting ones that I've heard is about this young couple who get along with each other very well. They like each other, they love each other, but when they put their incomes together, they decided that they can't afford a 5-room flat, and therefore they don't want to get married. So there's a lot of practical issues.
Wow. So it looks like the marital is very closely associated with the material. It's all a very practical situation. Even Vanessa mentioned it's practical. So Leslie, we said that the dating campaign would help those who are single and have not found someone. In what ways would that help them?
Well, that's right. I mean, I asked some of my people that meet and ask them whether they want to get married. They say, yeah, I do want to get married, but I just can't find someone. Then next question I ask them is, what do you do on the weekend? He said, oh, I stay at home and watch TV. So I mean, you can't stay at home and watch TV and meet someone. If you want to fish, you at least angle the line. So I think all these dating agencies have a big role to play to get everybody at the same pond, to dangle the line.
Okay, great. So in your opinion, it would help things, right?
It would help. And then, of course, the practical side of things, it seems to me that, the dating are linked guys with houses. And then the problem is you can't have a house unless you're married. Right. So maybe we have to really look at how to provide all these young eligible guys with houses so that they become more attractive to all the women.
I agree. Give them a house, and anyone who has a baby, give them like 50 grand every year. I think that sorts things out.
Yeah, well, give them a 2-year contract, Say, we'll give you the house, you've got 2 years to find yourself a mate. If not, you forfeit that house.
Okay, great. Thanks, Leslie. Thanks for joining us. Okay.
We just got a really interesting message on the shout box. I don't know who you are, but shame on you. The message is, what is wrong with being single? We are being replaced by foreigners anyway.
What?
Sour grapes, man. Sour grapes. Are we that bad at dating that we need a dating campaign to help us?
Well, I guess like what we have covered just now, that a lot of singles, they are not focused on marriage because there's too many other priorities in their lives to get a career, their house, their car, to get enjoy the kind of lifestyle that they wanted before they want to get married. So by the time they are ready, it's probably in their 40s.
Which is true. Yeah. If you want to get all your material things, you will be in your 40s.
But I mean, okay, let's look at campaigns. Okay, successful campaign, stop spitting. I understand, because all you have to do is stop spitting.
Or swallow it.
Start dating campaign, however, is a little bit more difficult than that. It's not just closing your mouth. So, I mean, how could
it's more like injecting the mindset to the singles that, you can still manage your career, get your car and whatever that you want, and still have, find a life partner to share your life with.
Yeah, but that's the thing, I mean, everyone's talking about the practical concerns, the material thing, but do Singaporeans know how to date? Do we know how to approach someone of the opposite sex that we've never seen before? Do we know how to do it?
David, you just came from the U.S. Let us have it.
Yeah, tell us.
Do Singaporeans know how to date?
Well, I think there's a lot of...
Start with the guys first.
Yeah, for the guys, there's a lot of social anxiety. I find that if a guy finds a girl that he wants to approach, his heart's beating like crazy, and he gets all sweaty palms and stuff. So he can't even get that first initial approach down. So
and then all he can get out of his mouth is 小姐要不要
I make a friend with you.
Right. Or they have to learn how to build their social circles and to make them wide enough that they can meet new people that way. And that will require social skills. So either way, they need to learn that social skills.
Okay.
Vanessa, do we know how to date? No?
Do I know
Quite
how
quickly,
to
do you know how to date? You are Singaporean. Do you know how to date?
Yes, I would think that I know how to date.
So, why is your relationship complicated? What is complicated?
Okay. Well, I'm dating this person that I've been dating for a really long time, like 5, 6, 7 years now. And I wouldn't call him my boyfriend.
After 5, 6, 7 years?
Yes.
Then what would you call him?
He's, well, I wouldn't say soulmate, but he's somebody who is very important to me.
So why don't you want
benefits?
to date him? Why don't you want to be his girlfriend?
I am dating him, but
He's not
well, the thing about classifying it as a boyfriend-girlfriend thing is that it implies that you don't have a choice.
Okay, so it's like
and
an
at
open
this
relationship?
Point, well, at this point, I would prefer to, tell myself that I'm keeping my choices open because I'm a choicer.
Okay, so it's an open relationship?
Or maybe, I mean, no offense, but maybe, is it possible that she's just a picky woman?
David, are the women in Singapore picky? That's what I hear a lot. You're too picky, you should bring down your expectations.
Yeah, I think that's a bad thing. If you're telling somebody to lower their standards, just that's not a great solution. That is a solution. Like we were saying, you could just be happy with the one you're with and not learn how to meet other people. But in the long term, you're not going to be happy. And so eventually you will get rising divorce rates and so forth. Yeah.
Because I hear this all the time, right? Like the accusation that women are too picky in Singapore.
And
then I go, well, maybe the men are picky too, but according to the research, they're not. Because the guys are simply going to a matchmaking agency and hiring one from overseas. The research has shown a trend of younger men buying foreign brides, or I don't like to use the word buying, let's just say acquiring. Younger, more educated men now make up to 40% of these matchmaking agencies. What does it say? Are Singaporean women just hard to date, or are Singaporean men just losers?
I just have feedbacks that Singapore women are demanding. But then again, most of the ladies who are educated in living in big cities, they know what they want, and they know what kind of men they want to date and marry eventually. So these women have evolved, and they're very well-groomed and all this. But the sad thing is that a lot of guys, they are not making the effort to learn how to date, to communicate with the ladies, to be able to connect with them at a certain level, like just now we were saying, the emotional connection and all this.
And do you think they're actually going to connect to somebody that they bought from a small town?
I don't think so.
I mean, what do you talk about? Did you get the receipt?
But it's not like, I guess it's like, agenda on their list, that I want to get married by this age, and then I just conveniently go to shop for a bride, and then, and then after the wedding, it's like, okay, one checklist off. Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, you've dated quite a number of Singapore women?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you could say that.
What, 30 in 2 months? And that makes you a dating expert?
Well, actually, that was all over the world. That wasn't just in Singapore.
Oh, okay, all right. So, okay, now maybe on basis of comparison, do you find Singapore women harder to date? Do you think they're pickier, they're more demanding?
No, I don't think they're pickier. I don't think they're too picky. I think they're picky, and that's a good thing. Okay. I think the men need to get their act together.
Okay.
What do they need to fix?
Well, first they got to get over their social anxiety, and the second thing is they need to learn how to make connections and learn about romance. Because what I see is that they get really serious on the first date. Like, are we dating now? Would you like to be my girlfriend? And they just had coffee. So this is pretty heavy for a girl, and they have to learn how to be light and fun, take it easy.
So from your perspective, it's the guys who have a problem and not so much the women, right?
Yeah, more so.
Okay, so it's not the women at fault, apparently, it's just the men.
Clearly not.
Singapore guys, you suck, apparently. When we come back from the break, we're going to find out what's going on with Marcus, and is he date ready? We'll see you in just a bit.